Hello, people of the Pokemon Chaos Forums, and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Bottom 5, the show where I take on the very best and the very worst of Pokemon. I am your host, D.I.Gremlin, and I am so sorry I've been really busy this week, so this is going up a little bit later than a week, but nevertheless, I've got it here. This week, I'm going with something which, because of my preferences, is a little bit controversial. The top 5 bottom 5 Ice-type Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's get on with the bottom of the 5.
5.
Coming in at number 5 is Glalie. Now, at this point in the list, I had my 4, and I had 5, the top 5 and 4 in the bottom 5. I was like, okay, I'll look through all the list of Ice-type Pokemon. I saw Glalie has base 80 stats all around. Now, 80 is not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not overly good. So this is purely on stats because I needed something to fill in this space. So Glalie, your overall bad stats, it's not actually bad, but it's not something that you actually want.
4.
Coming in at number 4 is Cryogonal, because, I don't know, I just don't really like this thing. Man, this list is sucking. I don't know, it's just kind of a big old snowflake. It's annoyingly bulky in special defense, so it can actually take a fire-type hit, which is not that great if you're like me and you just spam your Mega Charizard Y a lot. So yeah, there's really no good reason for this thing to be here. Like I said, I don't really dislike any Ice-type Pokemon that much.
3.
Coming in at number 3 is Aval, because of its design. It's just so flat. I can't get my head around how flat this thing is. I don't know, it just grinds my clink that this thing is flat. I think they could have made it somewhat mountainous on it, and that would have looked really cool. But they didn't. It's flat. Ugh.
2.
Coming in at number 2 is the one thing on earth you would never kiss. Jinkx. This thing is horrifically ugly and horrifically annoying. With this kind of speed and that darn kiss which puts you to sleep and the power of its psychic, and it's so frustrating. Honestly, in Hot Gold, the Elite Four, Jinkx was probably Jinkx and Machamp in the Elite Four were the two things I had the most trouble with, other than Lance's 3 Dragonite. But this thing was just so annoying. I go, okay, got my fire type, I go to sleep, and it's dead to a psychic, it's so annoying. Really don't like Jinkx.
1.
But now, coming in at number 1 is Delibird, for being one of the all-time worst Pokemon ever. It has awful... Ooh, the voice crack. It has awful stats, but... it's just... That's it. It looks like it needs an evolution. It looks like a baby Pokemon, like a pre-evolution, but it doesn't evolve into anything. It has awful stats, and it's what's it called? Signature move, Present, has a chance of healing the opponent. That's such a terrible, terrible thing to have. Delibird, you just suck horribly. And for that, you make the very bottom of Ice types. Well, enough of bringing you down with the bottom. Let's get on to the top.
5.
Coming in at number 5 is a Bomber Snow, because this guy is just downright awesome, and it's literally the only Pokemon that has Snow Warning. Oh, there's something which its hidden ability is. I was looking it up. I feel like it's. Oh no, I can't remember it. I feel like it's Aurorus as the hidden ability, but that's hidden abilities. They suck. And it's amazing. It has a Mega Evolution, and it looks cool, and it's completely underrated actually. Moving on.
4.
Coming in at number 5, we have Latpress, because in game, this is a really, really good Pokemon. It's just, it looks cool. You seem to always get them for free. You can actually see them when you're surfing on their back now. I mean, do I even have to explain why that's awesome? It just, I don't know, I just like Latpress. Yeah, that's, I'm not very good with this whole reasoning thing. Oh well, moving on.
3.
Coming in at number 3 is Weavile. Now, this guy looks awesome, he hits hard, he's got sword stance, he just powers up, punches you in the face. And then he got banned to BL, and it ruined the UU team that I love so much, and it's a real shame, because for starters, I don't think BL should exist at all, but sorry about that. But it's just so many Pokemon are going into it and being ruined, but BL is Pokemon hell, and Weavile is such a good Pokemon. It's so awesome. It murders things a lot. Goddamn you, BL.
2.
Coming in at number 2 is Cloyster. Now, I was debating whether to put this on the bottom list or the top list, because I'm always annoyed at it, because it sweeps me every time it's in a battle. It's like, you give it a Focus Sash, you give it Shell Smash, Skill Link, Rock Blast, and Icicle Spear. It's overpowered. It's so overpowered. It's an unbelievably, annoyingly good Pokemon to face up. And then they moved it down to UU. What? Now my Pokemon, which aren't as good, can get swept even easier by this thing. Cloyster is just a ridiculously good sweeper. It needs to be abused and used. It really is a fantastic Pokemon.
1.
But now, coming in at number 1, why this list is controversial, my favourite Ice-type Pokemon of all time is Vanilluxe. That Pokemon which you all hate. You expected to be number 1 on the bottom list. You thought it sucks because it's an ice cream. It's actually amazing and I love it. But there's a little bit of a backstory to this, because it happened recently. First, when I saw Vanilluxe, I was like, that's pretty cool, I like that guy, let's use him. And then the whole Pokemon community was hating on him, and that kind of was almost like peer pressure. I was like, he does kind of suck a little bit. And then a few months ago, on, I think it was one of Dookie Shed's vids, somebody posted a comment which particularly annoyed me about Vanilluxe. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it did grind my clink just a little bit more. So I replied to it, and all the reasons he stated for Vanilluxe being bad, I chopped him up and put him in a paper shredder. I feel like I'm just doing that now. Yes, so people said that they made an ice cream Pokemon, so they must be out of ideas. But this is a new idea, therefore by definition they cannot be out of ideas, and they are still making great Pokemon. That was 5th gen. In 6th gen we get very simple but awesome Pokemon like lions and pandas and T-Rexes and other stuff. My mind just went blank. Oh well. So, it's not saying that they're out of ideas. So that argument is gone. Argument number 2 is what I like to call the inanimate object clause. If a Pokemon is an inanimate object, it's terrible. This is always applied to Vanilluxe because, like, ice cream, that's not a living thing, it's an inanimate object, it sucks. But there are so many, this is mostly Gen 1ers that say this as well, but there are so many other Pokemon that are inanimate objects. Like, Gen 1ers, may I put your attention over to Magnemite, and Geodude, and Voltorb, and Muck, and Weezing, and Exeggutor, and Ditto, and Porygon. There are so many other inanimate object Pokemon that don't get hated on. So you can't hate on it for that. So now, then I crushed that guy's soul, and I was like, I have a passion for hating Vanilluxe haters. And for that, Vanilluxe, I love you, buddy. And so, we have come to the end of another top 5, bottom 5. So yeah, I wonder what we will do next week. I don't know, I'll decide later. I'm a procrastinator. Whatever the word is, I put things off. That's it. I'll see you next time. I've been your host, D.I.Gremlin, and I am signing out.